Hi friends, my name is Victoria and I'm a mindful movement teacher. Today I have a very fun, very active Vinyasa flow that's going to have you moving around your mat. We're going to be working a lot with the chest, with the shoulders, upper body, and a little bit of balancing as well. I will have blocks. I'll be demoing how to use them, so if you have any at your disposal, I recommend having them around just in case. However, if you don't own any, you can just use any household items that are going to provide a little bit of height off the floor. I also recommend, if you do want to work with your spines, with your hands behind your chest, behind your back, you can always invite a strap as well. Maybe just have it around just in case. I won't be playing music, so feel free to play any music that you'd like in the background. And then, as always, I do offer a lot of supportive options and a lot of advancements. However, feel free to take this at your own pace, right? If you need to take a step back, if you want to pause the video and play around a little bit more, this is your practice. I'm just guiding you. We're going to be starting at the top of our mats here, standing tall. And then I'm going to have you bring your feet a little bit wider than hips width distance apart, just a little bit. Starting to spread the soles of your feet really wide on the mat, finding a really tall standing position. Bring your palms together at your heart, and then if you feel comfortable, you can close the eyes or soften the gaze here. See if you can start to let the feeling of gratitude wash over your body. Notice how gratitude manifests physically in the layers of the body. Whether that's a feeling of joy, a bubbling of the chest, right? Maybe an invisible smile behind your mouth, in your eyes. Maybe it's calm, peace. Just noticing that feeling. Taking a moment to say thank you for your strong and healthy body. Thank you for the luxury, the privilege of being on your mat today. Feeling gratitude for a new day, a new moment. Let yourself indulge in that for a breath or two. And then keeping that feeling of gratitude, start to take a deep breath in through the nose, the throat, the chest, the belly. Exhale, belly, chest, throat, nose. Inhale through the nose, the throat, the chest, the belly. Exhale, belly, chest, throat, nose. One more like that. Deep breath in through the nose, throat, chest, belly. Exhale, belly, chest, throat, nose. Staying with this very soft and wide breath. Let every breath be really intentional, savoring the inhales and the exhales. And just stay for about 2 to 3 more rounds. Noticing where the mind goes when things get very quiet. And then staying in this posture, see if you can start to energize the legs by rooting down through the heels. Lift the kneecaps, lifting the upper body up and away from the hips to lengthen the waist. Relax the shoulders, keep the chin parallel to the floor. Taking one more deep breath, envelope all the way to the top. HA, exhale. One more like that, take a deep breath, envelope. Exhale to release. And then from here, just shaking the hands, shake, shake, shake. On your next inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, hands travel through heart center. We're gonna find some spinal movements here in an upright position. So on your next inhale, cactus the arms, puff up the chest, lift the gaze. Exhale, round and curl through the spine. Arms reach long in front of you, chin to chest. Inhale to cactus the arms, open the chest, lift gaze. Exhale, round the shoulders, fingertips reach forward, chin to chest. And just continue to take these cat and cow-like postures. If you want to make these a little bit more supportive, you can drop the hands to the knees and find some tinier movements of the spine. If you want to make these even more exaggerated, maybe you start to invite movement of the legs, bending of the knees, rounding the shoulders towards the floor. And just take about 2 or 3 more of these. And then when you're ready on your next inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach the fingertips up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your hips, let the head and neck drop. And then from here, you can just start to bend one knee and then the other. Maybe you grab opposite elbows, shake the torso side to side, shake the head yes, shake the head no. Just fully releasing the upper body, like gravity traction through the head and neck. Bending the knees even more than you think you need to. And if you grab the opposite elbow, switch the grip, balance yourself out. And then when you're ready, you can drop the fingertips down to the mat. Inhale, flat back, bring the hands to the shins, reach the crown of your head forward. Exhale, forward fold. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lengthen spine, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Listen for the change here. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, step the left toes back behind you, drop the left knee, and then untuck the toes. You're in this kind of low lunge position. On your next inhale, broaden through the shoulders, open the chest, lift gaze. Exhale, extend the right leg, flex the foot, hinge the torso forward. Option to bring blocks under the hands here. But we'll only do that 2 more times. Inhale, bend the knee, draw the hips forward. Exhale, extend the right leg, hinge forward. 1 more inhale, bend the knee, open the heart. Exhale, extend and then hinge. Beautiful. Coming back to center, bend the right knee. Inhale, reach the arms up and overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms. Maybe you drop the hips forward. Notice if you're dumping the weight into the lower back, think about lifting up first to reach back. We'll do that 2 more times. Again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, open the chest. 1 more inhale to lift. Exhale, open. Beautiful. Inhale, lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. Plant the hands, untuck the back toes, lift the back knee, step back. And from here, you can just pedal into the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Again, maybe you shake the head, shake the hips. And then start to find stillness. See if you can spread the hands, spread the fingers really wide, lifting the tailbones. Keep a slight bend in the knees. Hold for a breath. And then on your next inhale, slowly roll forward to a high plank. Take your time. Exhale, drop knees, drop chest, drop chin. You're in your Ashtangasana. Inhale, low cobra, slide the chest forward. We'll hold here for about a breath or 2. See if you can press the tops of the feet against the mat. Draw the shoulders back, elbows by the rib cage. Stay for the inhale. Settle on the exhale. 1 more inhale, maybe you lift 1 more inch. Exhale, release the head and neck, tuck the toes behind you. Press up to a high plank or a tabletop. Downward facing dog. Beautiful. And then from here, heel to the feet to the top of the mat, little by little. Take your time. Finding this forward fold again. And again, you can bend the knees, shake the head, just holding here for a breath. And then when you're ready, find stillness. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen spine. Exhale, forward fold. 2 more. Inhale, lift halfway, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. 1 more. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. And we'll do all of that on the left side. Inhale to lift halfway. Exhale, step the right foot back. Drop the back knee. Untuck the back toes. Inhale to open through the heart space, lengthen spine. Exhale, extend the left leg, hinge the torso forward. 2 more like that. Inhale, bend the knee deeply, open heart space. Exhale, extend the left leg, flex the foot. 1 more inhale to bend the knee, lift gaze. Exhale, extend the leg, hinge forward. Beautiful. Come back to center, bend the left knee. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, cactus the arms, baby back bend. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift up, gaze up. Exhale, cactus the arms, open heart space. 1 more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open. Beautiful. Inhale, back to center, lift up. Exhale, down dog, plant the hands, step back, lift the hips up and back. Just 2 to 3 rounds of breath here. Maybe you pedal into the feet 1 more time. And then when you're ready, slowly on your next inhale, roll forward to a high plank. Drop knees, drop chest, drop chin. Inhale, low cobra bhujangasana, again holding for a breath or two. This time, maybe you play around with lifting the hands off the mat. Lift the kneecaps off the floor. Maybe you puff up through your chest a little bit more. One more inhale. Exhale, drop the forehead down to the mat. Tuck the toes behind you. Inhale, lift up to a high plank or tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Just a breath or two here. See if you can come back to your breath if you've lost that connection. And then when you're ready, just heel toe one last time to the top edge of your mat for your forward fold. And then from here, feet either hips width distance or together. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, reach the fingertips up and overhead. Exhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. We'll start to warm up the body even more. Spine is really loose, really warm. We're gonna move to our sun salutation. So Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, arms reach up. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway, lift gaze. Exhale, flow through your Vinyasa. Option for Chaturanga, low cobra, or skip it. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, down dog, up dog rather. Exhale, Adho Mukha, down dog. 3 rounds of breath. Noticing if the inhales are inflating the chest a lot, can you bring the breath down to the rib cage, down to the belly to engage the diaphragm? One more. And then when you're ready, lift the heels, soften knees, step or jump to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, stand tall, sweep the fingertips up and overhead, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. 2 more. Inhale, reach the arms, gaze up. Exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, flat back, lift gaze. Exhale to flow. And then if you jump back, landing with a slight bend in the elbows. Inhale, shine the heart space forward. Exhale, hips up and back, 3 rounds of breath. Soften the back of the neck, soften the muscles in the face. And then from here, lift the heels, soften knees, travel to the top. Inhale, lift halfway, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, stand tall, reach high. Exhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. 1 more. Inhale, lift the arms, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, long spine. Exhale to flow. See if you can take your time, move with your breath. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, 3 rounds of breath. See if you can find an evenness in the inhales and the exhales, right? Make them really equal to each other. Root down through your knuckles of the hips, or the tailbone rather, 1 inch higher. And then when you're ready, lift heels, soften knees, travel to the top. Inhale, flat back, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. We move on to Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift halfway, lift gaze. Exhale, option to flow or option to skip it and meet me in down dog. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Right foot steps forward, drop the back heel. Inhale, Warrior 1, Virabhadrasana A. Exhale, option to flow, option to skip it. Gaze stays forward as you lower. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Left foot forward this time, drop the back heel. Inhale, Warrior 1 to rise. Exhale to flow or skip it. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog, 3 rounds of breath. Start to feel that energy, prana, life force running through the body as the breath gets a little quicker, as the body gets a little warmer. And then when you're ready, lift heels, soften knees, travel to the top. Inhale, flat back, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, mountain Tadasana. We're gonna move to that 2 more times, just for good measure, yeah? Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lift gaze. Exhale to float. Exhale, inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right foot forward, drop the left heel. Inhale, warrior one to rise. Exhale to flow or skip it. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Left foot forward, drop the right heel. Inhale to rise, warrior one. Exhale to flow. Take your time. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 3 rounds of breath. Coming back to your intention, coming back to the feeling of gratitude here. One more breath. And then when you're ready, lift the heels, soften knees, travel to the top. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, mountain Tadasana. One more here. Inhale, chair. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift gaze, lengthen spine. Exhale, flow. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Right foot steps forward, drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior one to rise. Exhale to flow. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior one to rise. Exhale to flow. Elbows by the rib cage, gaze stays forward. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. Take a deep breath in, fill up through the belly. Through the nose, let it go. Just staying for 2 more rounds of breath here. Bring the pinky finger really far away from the thumb and vice versa. Push away from the floor. And then when you're ready, lift the heels, soften the knees, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair, Utkatasana. Exhale, mountain pose Tadasana. We just have a little bit of a shoulder drill before we move on to our flow here. Inhale for a chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, step back to a high plank, just holding here for a breath or 2. And then let's shift our focus to our shoulders here, right? I want you to puff up the space between the shoulder blades by pushing the floor away. So when you do this, when you bring the shoulder blades away from each other, you're protracting the shoulders, right? And then I want you to do the opposite. Drop the chest down towards the floor. Bring the shoulder blades to kiss behind you. You're retracting them. We'll do that twice more. Inhale to lift away from the floor. Exhale. Retract the shoulders, drop the chest. You can always drop to your knees for a little more support here. We'll do that again. Protract the shoulders, puff up the space between the shoulder blades. Exhale, retract, let the chest fall through the shoulders. One more for good measure. Inhale to protract. Exhale to retract. Beautiful. And then protract here. Come back to your toes if you've dropped down to your knees. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take a deep breath in. Through the nose, exhale. One more like that. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. All right, friends, we're gonna move on to our flow here. Again, at any point, if you need a pause, take a step back, change anything, it's up to you. Inhale, 3-legged down dog. Right heel kicks back in space. Exhale, stack the hips, bend the right knee, drop the heel to the glute. Maybe you roll at the ankle, maybe you roll at the knee. One way, and then the other. Inhale, square the hips, kick back. Exhale, low lunge, step it through. Drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior one to rise. Exhale, find your bind. Option to interlace the fingers or option to grab opposite elbows for a more supportive option. Bring the palms together to touch. Inhale, straighten the right leg, puff up the chest, lift gaze. Exhale, humble or devotional warrior. Bend the right knee, dive the chest forward. 5 rounds of breath here. Root down to the pinky toe edge of the left foot to draw the left hip forward, right hip back. Deeply bending into your right knee. Let the head and neck be heavy. Then maybe you start to send the fist further forward towards the top of the mat. One more breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, gently release the bind. Inhale, lift the torso, straighten the right leg. Exhale, warrior two to the back of your mat. Pivot your feet, bend the left knee. Arms reach out in opposite directions. 5 rounds of breath here just to establish this shape. Imagine you're ripping the mat apart with your feet, taking up most of the space that you can here. Really wide, strong stance. Arms are really strong. Imagine you're pushing the hands against water. 2 more rounds of breath. And then on your next inhale, flip the palm, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, eagle arms, wrap the left arm under the right, and then parallel the feet, bring both legs really straight. Option, if eagle arms feels really intense, to grab opposite shoulders instead. From here, inhale, lift the elbows, lift the gaze. Exhale, goddess squat with eagle arms. So hold here for just 3 rounds of breath. Pressing through the pinky toe edges of the feet. Lengthen the spine, lengthen the tailbone down, close the rib cage. Maybe you lift the elbows an inch higher, relax the shoulders, 1 more breath. And then on your next inhale, unwind the arms, lengthen through the legs, lengthen through the arms. Exhale, warrior two to the front. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana, reach forward, forward, forward. And then from here, bring your arms to 6 and 12. Always an option to bring a block under the hands here for a little more support. Stay here for just 4 more rounds of breath. Pull the shoulders back, crown of your head reaches forward. Again, both feet are really active. Lifting up 1 more inch, 1 more inhale. Stay on the exhale. And then gaze at the top edge of your mat. Inhale, extended side angle. Just bend the right knee. Chest stays open, hips stay stacked. Maybe the block stays, maybe you get rid of it. Finding the slightest back bend right behind the heart space. 2 more rounds of breath here. 1 more inhale. Exhale, low lunge, frame the front foot, pick up the back heel. Inhale, low lunge twist, right fingertips reach up to the ceiling. Exhale, boomerang, drop to the blades or outer blades of the feet. Drop the left hip down, reach the right fingertips back. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, low lunge, twist, lift up. Exhale, boomerang, outside edges of the feet, reach back. 1 more, inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa. Drop the right hand, step back and lower. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. 3 rounds of breath. And we're going to do all of that on the other side here. On your next inhale, sweep the left leg back in space, 3-legged down dog. Exhale, stack the hips, bend the knee, drop the heel. And then whatever circles you took on the other side, make sure to balance yourself out here. Just getting a little bit of synovial fluid in the joint. Inhale to kick back, square the hips, lengthen. Exhale, low lunge, step it through, drop the back heel. You know where we're headed here, right? Inhale, warrior, 1, 2, rise. Exhale, find your bind, switch it out. So opposite index finger or opposite forearm in the front. Inhale, straighten through the left leg, puff up the chest, lift gaze. Exhale, humble or devotional warrior, let the head and neck drop. And now friends, that helps to bring the feet a little wider. So if your heels are in one line, just bring that left foot a little bit further out. Create a little bit of space for yourself. Same points of alignment, both legs are really active. See if you can bring the heels of your hands together to touch. Head and neck are even heavier. 2 more rounds of breath. And then when you're ready, rooting down firmly through the back heel, unravel the hands or arms. Inhale, reach the arms overhead, straighten the left leg. Exhale, warrior two to the back of your mat. This time bend the right knee, back foot parallel to the short edge of your mat. Again, just 5 rounds of breath. See if you can relax the shoulders. And then from here, just lifting the inner arch, inner ankle of the right foot to bring the right knee to track between the second and third toe. 2 more rounds of breath. And then I'm gonna flip so that you can see the other shape even better. On your next inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, eagle arms. This time, right arm wraps under the left. Bring your feet parallel, straighten both legs. Again, if this feels too intense, just grab opposite shoulders. Inhale, lengthen, lift the elbows, lift gaze. Exhale, goddess squat with eagle arms, heels in, toes out. Let this be a little shaky. Let yourself tremble a little bit. And notice if you're crunching the shoulders, right? Find a little bit of relaxation here. Maybe you sit an inch lower. And then on your next inhale, star pose, unravel the arms, straighten through all 4 limbs. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front. Remember, I switched sides, so bend the left knee. You're gazing the front edge of your mat. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, triangle pose, trikonasana, straighten through the left leg, reach forward, finding length in the side body before finding the shape. Again, if you want your blocks, you can find a block under the hand. Think about rolling the inner thighs in towards each other to create tension, neutralize the tailbone. 2 more rounds of breath. And from here, starting to gaze at your left foot, start to find your extended side angle, bend into your left knee, sweep the right arm up and overhead. See if you can spiral the chest up towards the ceiling. Just 2 more. So strong. 1 more inhale. Exhale, low lunge, plant the hands to frame the front foot, swivel on your back foot. Inhale, low lunge, twist, left fingertips reach up. Exhale, boomerang, drop to the outside edges of the feet, left fingertips reach back. 2 more like that. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower boomerang. 1 more, inhale, low lunge, twist. Exhale, boomerang. Inhale, low lunge, twist. Exhale, flow through your vinyasa, plant the left hand and flow. Take your time. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha, 3 rounds of breath. I'll reset, come back to the front of the mat. And then notice where your mind goes when things get a little challenging, right? I want you to, instead of thinking of the shapes of the postures, feel them in your body. Move intuitively. Let this feel really organic. 1 more breath. Beautiful. We're gonna move through that a little bit more quickly. We're gonna add a couple things here and there. So just listening closely. Inhale, 3-legged down dog, right heel kicks back. Exhale, stack the hips. This time option to stay. Option to flip your dog, find wild thing or a rock star. Root down through your heels, lift the hips, reach back. Just 1 breath. And then on your next inhale, 3-legged down dog, back to center, kick back. Exhale, low lunge, drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior 1. Exhale, find your bind. Inhale, straighten through the right leg, puff up the chest, lift gaze. Exhale, humble or devotional warrior. Just for an inhale, sink a little bit deeper on the exhale. Inhale to lift, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, warrior 2 to the back, bend the left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, eagle arms, left arm under right, parallel the feet, legs long. Inhale, lift the elbows, lift the gaze. Exhale, find your goddess squat. Just stay here for the inhale. Sink a little lower on the exhale. Inhale, star pose, unravel, open. Exhale, warrior 2 to the front. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up and back. Exhale, triangle, trikonasana, find space, and then open the arms. Staying for the inhale, settle on the exhale. Gazing at the front edge of your mat, inhale, extended side angle, bend the right knee, reach forward. Settle on the exhale. 1 more inhale. Exhale, low lunge, plant the hands, square the hips, lift the back heel. Inhale, low lunge, twist, right fingertips reach up. Exhale, boomerang. Listen for the change here. Inhale to lift up. Exhale, side plank. Option to drop to the left knee or stay on the blade of the left foot. Stack the hips, lift up. Just stay for the inhale. Settle on the exhale. And then option to stay, or if you want another wild thing, step the right foot back, ground through the heels, lift up and back. Maybe you play around with a wheel here if you'd like. Maybe you pause the video just for one breath. And then when you're ready, flow through your vinyasa, drop the right hand. Option to keep the right toes afloat. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Take a deep breath in to reset. Through the nose, exhale. One more like that. Inhale, fill up. Exhale, release. Right into the left side here. Inhale, left leg kicks back. Exhale, stack the hips. And again, option to stay. Option to flip your dog. Lift the hips. Open the heart. One breath. And then on your next inhale, back to your three-legged down dog. Left hand plants down to the mat. Lift the leg. Exhale, low lunge. Gently step it through. Drop the back heel. Inhale, warrior one to rise. Exhale, find your bind, even yourself out. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Bring the fist back in space. Exhale, devotional or humble warrior. Just stay for the inhale. Sink a little bit deeper on the exhale. Inhale to lift, lengthen, reach up. Exhale, warrior two to the back, pivot your feet. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, eagle arms, right arm under the left, parallel the feet. Inhale, lift the elbows, lift gaze. Exhale, goddess squat, heels in, toes out. Just stay for the inhale. Set a little deeper on the exhale. Inhale, star open. Exhale, warrior two to the front, bend the left knee. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, triangle trikonasana. Just stay for the inhale. Settle on the exhale. Inhale to gaze forward. Exhale, extended side angle. Just stay for the inhale. Settle on the exhale. One more inhale. Exhale, low lunge, swivel on your back foot, square the hips. Inhale, low lunge, twist, left fingertips reach up. Exhale, boomerang. And you know where we're headed here, right? Inhale, low lunge, twist. Exhale, side plank. Again, option to drop to the right knee or right blade of the foot. You can also always drop to the forearm. Let it shake a little bit. And then again, option to stay here, or you take another wild thing. Drop the left heel back in space, lift the hips. If you did it on the other side, you find a wheel. One more breath. And then when you're ready, you flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha. Exhale, Adho Mukha. Take a deep breath in to reset. Flutter the lips on the exhale. Just to relax the face. One more like that. Breathe in. Flutter on the exhale. And then from here, just finding your child's pose. Lift your gaze between your thumbs. Drop your knees. And then just bring your knees as wide, if not a little bit wider than your mat. Create a lot of space for your abdomen to rest. And just reach your arms really long in front of you. Let the hips sink back, heart space sinks forward. See if you can bring the body, the breath back to equilibrium. By now the body is probably really warm. The breath is probably really fast, really quick, as is the heart rate. Letting your body naturally do its thing. Bringing the nervous system back down to rest. I'm just staying for about 2 or 3 more rounds of breath here. And then when you're ready, just gently starting to lift the gaze. Shift forward to a high plank. From your high plank, downward facing dog. We just have a little bit more heat here to build, and then we'll find some really nice stretches here. When you're ready, lift the heels, soften the knees, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high. Exhale to start dropping the hips. Maybe the heels start to lift. You're gonna sit up in your boat pose, Navasana. So you have several options here, right? If you want a little more support, maybe the hands rest behind the knees, maybe the fingertips reach long, or if you want a challenge, option 2, either lengthen the arms and or lengthen the legs. I said that in opposite, but it's okay, you get my point, right? Just keeping the chest really loud and proud, shoulders relaxed, chin stays parallel to the floor. Holding for 4, hold for 3, hold for 2, find your low boat in 1, find a low boat, just hold here for 8, 7, let it shake a little bit, 6, 5, 4 more, yes you can, 3, high boat in 2, in 1, back to your high boat, hold for 8, hold for 7, hold for 6, yes you can, 5, last 4, last 3, last 2, last 1, drop the feet. Give yourself a tight squeeze here. Around the shoulders, chin to chest, forehead to knees. And then when you're ready, gently relax, let it go. We'll find a bound angle posture here. Soles of your feet together to touch, knees wide. And then the closer your heels are to you, the more intense the stretch is going to be, right? So if you want more support, heels further out, up to you. Wherever you are, inhale, lengthen the spine, reach the crown of your head up to the ceiling. Exhale, hinge forward. If you want to intensify this, press the elbows, the forearms against the inside of the calves here, inside of the shins. Making sure that you use the inhales to lengthen through the spine, and then the exhales to hinge a little deeper. Relax the shoulders, 5 rounds of breath. And then on your next inhale, lift your gaze. Exhale, sit up, right leg long for Janushirasana, or head to knee pose. Sole of your left foot to the inside of your right thigh, actively flexing the right foot here. Inhale, reach the fingertips up and overhead. Exhale, hinge forward, drape the torso over the right leg. And you can grab whatever's accessible, right? Maybe the back of the knee, the ankle, back of the foot, or maybe you find a slight bend in the right knee. Just 5 rounds of breath here. Inhale to lift the gaze. Exhale, lift the torso, switch the legs out, left leg long, sole of the right foot to the inside of the thigh, flex your left foot. Inhale, reach the fingertips up and overhead. Exhale, hinge forward. And again, any variations that you need to take here, give yourself a little bit of grace. 5 rounds of breath. Beautiful. When you're ready, inhale, lift the gaze. Exhale, cross both of your ankles under your seat, step or jump back. Option to flow through another vinyasa. We have our final balancing posture here. Just take a deep breath in your down dog. Exhale. And then from here, lift the heels, soften knees, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, flat back, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high. Exhale, eagle wrap, your right elbow under the left elbow. Again, option to just grab opposite shoulders if this feels kinder. And then shifting your weight into your left foot. Inhale, lift the right knee, lift the torso. Exhale, eagle wrap. And you have options here, right? Maybe it's a single wrap, maybe it's a double wrap, or if you need a little bit of help with your balance, I sometimes like to bring a block under the right toes here, right? And then once you find this shape, think about bringing the elbows up to the shoulders and then rounding the spine. Maybe the elbows start to drop towards the knees. And if you fall out of the shape, it's okay, right? Keep your focus on something that's not moving in front of you. Sit an inch lower. One more breath. And then on your next inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, unravel, drop the foot, reach up. Exhale, forward fold, let it go. Inhale, flat back, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Two more. Inhale, open the heart space, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, sit low, reach high. Exhale, eagle wrap, left arm under the right this time. Again, option to grab opposite shoulders. This time, start to shift your weight into your right foot. Inhale, lift the left knee, stand tall. Exhale to eagle wrap, single wrap, double wrap, or again, option to find a block under the toes. Again, lifting the elbows in line with the shoulders, start to sit the hips round the spine. This is one of the very few true rounding shapes of the spine. Contracting into a tiny little ball, maybe you sit the hips an inch lower. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana, unravel the arms, reach up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. One more, inhale, flat back, lift gaze. Exhale, forward fold. And then from here, again, you can start to sit the hips down to the mat, however you can. Let it be a little lazy. And we're gonna finish with some chest openers. So we'll start with our bridge. If you know you want this to be restorative, you can just bring a block back with you. Making sure feet are hips width distance apart. Find your way onto your back. Make sure you can touch the heels here with the fingertips. So again, if you want this to be restorative, just slide a block right under the tailbone and you can stay here. If not, arms are long in front of you, palms facing down. Inhale, root down through the heels, lift the hips. Exhale to hold for about 4 to 5 rounds of breath. Actively rooting down through the heels, through the shoulders to lift up. And instead of thinking about squeezing the glutes, just think about finding a really nice opening in the hips here. Chin can slightly rest on the sternum. Maybe you lift one more inch, one more breath. And then slowly, gently release, let it go. You have another opportunity here if you want to take another bridge, or if you want to play around with your wheel. I'll start to demo the wheel here. Hands by the ears, fingers facing towards the heels, elbows facing up. Make sure the hands are really, really spread wide. And then from here, start to lift or ground down first with the heels. Lift the lower back, middle back, upper back as you straighten the arms. 4 to 5 rounds of breath, whether you're in the wheel or the bridge. Think about drawing your chest further back towards the back of your mat. Let the head and neck be heavy. And same thing, find that tension, ground down to lift up. And then wherever you are, gently, slowly starting to tuck the chin, bend the elbows. Let go of the upper back, middle back, lower back, and whatever you took, take a constructive rest. Feet a little wider than hips width distance apart. Let the knees knock in. Left hand to your heart, right hand to your belly. Close your eyes, you're soft in the gaze. Finding the shape to neutralize the spine. And then come back to the feeling of gratitude. I want you to imagine that you're by the ocean and there's waves, right? A lot of waves, really loud water. And then let one of those waves just wash over your body. See if you can transmute any fear, any anxiety, any pain or overwhelm. Transmute it into gratitude, into love. You don't have to do things, you get to do them. And then bring your awareness to your heartbeat here with the left hand. Notice the rate at which it pumps. And then we'll come back to our hips. Start to cup one hand around each knee and then make circles going in opposite directions. Again, getting a little bit of lubricant in the joints. And then switch, go the other way around as if you were stirring 2 pots. And then bring the knees together, make one big circle, massage the tailbone, the sacrum. Go the other direction. We'll find a twist. So hugging your right knee, extend the right leg, left leg long in front of you. Give yourself a really tight squeeze. And then when you're ready, twist, drop the knee to the right, cactus or extend. Drop the knee to the left, cactus or extend the right arm out to the right. Oh yeah, when I practice with you, my brain also sometimes gets a little all over the place. Make sure both of your shoulders are firmly grounded here. Let the body be heavy. Let go of any tension in the face, the fingers, the toes. And when you're ready, come back to center, switch the legs out, hug the left knee in, straighten the right leg, give yourself a tight squeeze, and then twist, drop the knee to the right this time, cactus or extend the left arm out to the left. Maybe the eyes close or the gaze softens. And when you're ready, back to center, maybe you find a happy baby. Grab the backs of the knees, the ankles, or the blades of the feet, whatever is accessible, and you can just rock side to side. Maybe you extend one leg and then the other. And then, friends, if you want to take any other last-minute postures, any other last-minute stretches, you can just pause the video here, go ahead and indulge, and then meet me back when you're ready to take Shavasana. But if you're ready to find your way onto your Shavasana, then just staying on your back here. Let the legs splay out, let the arms splay out. Maybe you bring a blanket or blocks under the knees here. And we're going to take a quick body scan. Starting from the tips of your toes, soles of your feet, tops of your feet, ankles, calves, shins, knees, fronts and backs of your thighs, hips, lower belly, lower back, waist, rib cage, chest, upper back, the tips of your fingers, palms, tops of your hands, wrists, forearms, elbows, upper arms, shoulders, chest, neck, jaw, ears, cheeks, lips, nose, eyes, forehead, all the way to the crown of your head. One more time. Let the feeling of gratitude wash over you. Let it encapsulate your body here. As you close the eyes, just taking one more deep breath in and a deep breath out to fully surrender in Shavasana. And I'll wake you when it's time. And friends, you are welcome to stay here for as long as you'd like. You can even just finish the video here and stay in a very extended Shavasana. Or if you'd like to move on, just gently finding your way to a seat. Very, very gently, very slowly, carefully. I just want to take a second to thank you so much for trusting me with your practice, for allowing me to be in your homes to guide you. Feel free to subscribe or just like the video if you enjoyed. And until next time, thank you so much.